Hello students, welcome to Guidance Group. Now we will be looking for some examples that were previously asked in Staff Selection Commission exams and also some other exams. Now this is our active voice and passive voice session number 4. Okay, and along with this, okay, we will be doing indirect speech and direct speech, okay, so that those who are preparing for Staff Selection Commission exams would score good marks in their mains, because speech as well as voice jointly has a weightage of around 45 to 50 marks, which are very crucial for your selection. And on the top of it, even the Public Service Commission, or the State Public Service Commission rather, okay, will ask you question based on this topic in your prelims, or might be in your mains also. Okay, so now we look into the first question. Okay, last time we did an example of 13 to 14 questions. Now again we'll be doing some 16 17 examples, so that you can have an idea over how to eliminate the actual how to eliminate the options and mark the correct answer when the rules are not qualified to judge a particular answer. Now in this particular question we see the school was damaged by the earthquake, which caused havoc to other buildings as well. Okay, now in this case let us see the first option. It says the earthquake damaged the school and other buildings. It says it only damaged the school and it caused havoc, so it changes the entire meaning. So I would say first is the wrong answer. Second, the earthquakes damage other buildings. Okay, it only talks about other buildings, so we will eliminate this also. Third one says the earthquake caused havoc to the school. Okay, it does not cause havoc to the school. Actually, it damaged the school and it caused havoc to other buildings. So even that third is wrong. Isn't it quite simple, students? That by simply elimination, we know that first, second, three are not the answers. Now let us read the fourth one. The earthquakes damaged the school. Okay, besides causing havoc to other buildings. Now this besides is nothing but in addition to. Besides in this case, the usage of beside in this case is nothing but in addition to. Okay, and they have said as well in our actual sentence. So in this case we would comfortably say that our answer is option number 4 without any hesitancy. Okay, now we move on to the next question. It says you don't need to wind this watch. Now in this case let us first see. Okay, don't. Okay, so it is a sentence in present tense. Fine. The first option says the watch need not be wound. Okay, this can be a probable answer. Let us see the second one. This watch does not wind. Okay, this changes the meaning of the sentence. This watch need not be wounded. Okay, this can also be a probable answer. Fourth one says this watch need not. Okay, it is not he, it is be winded up. Okay, this watch need not be winded up. Okay, it again changes the sentence of the question. Now we look on to the first and third option. So now it says this watch need not be wound and wounded. Okay, our answer is the first one. Why is it so? Because the perfect tense for wind is wound and not wounded. Okay, the perfect tense for wind is wound and not wounded, hence it is option number 1 and not option number 3. You just need to be a little careful while selecting your options. If we change the pattern of v1, v2 and v3 with respect to the verbs. Okay, this watch need not be wound. This is the perfect tense for wind. Okay, we move on to the next question. Has somebody broken the window? Okay, has, so it is sentence of present tense. Now let us see the options. First option is have the window been broken. Okay, have cannot be used because window is singular. Had the window been broken? Okay, even this cannot be right. Why? Because it changes the tense of the sentence. It is wrong according to the verb. Has the window been broken by somebody? Okay, has been the window broken. Now has been the window broken is completely out of context. Okay, I would probably say that my answer in this case is has the window been broken by somebody, or rather we can also simply say has the window been broken and then put a question mark. Okay, because in this case, even if somebody is not used while converting the active voice to passive voice, the voice still stands the same. Okay, the meaning of the sentence still stand the same, because somebody is not a definite subject, and if the subject is not well mentioned, okay, it is quite probable that the examiner might eliminate the subject. Okay, so even in this case, if I have an option saying has the window been broken and a question mark, even that is an appropriate answer for this question. Okay, students, we move on to the next question. We have question number 4. The children are making a noise. Fair. So subject becomes object, object becomes subject. Again, according to our previous rules, a noise is made by the children. Okay, now we have to be a little careful that children are making noise. So our verb has a ing form. Okay, children are making a noise. Our verb has an ing form. So I would say a noise is being made by the children would be more appropriate. But let us move on to the next options also. The children should be making a noise. Okay, doesn't matter the set of rules. A noise has been made. Okay, even been will not come. Our appropriate answer is option number 2. A noise is being made by the children. Why being? Because our verb has ing form, making. Okay, move on to the 5th one. The child's shrill wail broke the silence. Now the silence is our object, and when we change the voice, our object becomes the subject. Okay, the silence was being broken. Now here they have used being, but nowhere in my sentence I can see ing form, hence I would say first is not the right answer. The second option says the child's shrill wail was broken by the silence. No. Okay, the silence was broken. Yes, I would say now my object has become the subject. The silence was broken. Okay, now was will be there because it is in the past tense. Okay, the silence was broken by the child's shrill wail. Hence I would say this is my most appropriate answer, and when I see the fourth option, it is again being used. Okay, hence it is quite evident that we will mark option number 3 as our appropriate answer. Okay, we move on to the next one. The child is running the sorry not a child, the cat is running after the rat. Okay, now object becomes subject, subject becomes object. The rat was being run after by the cat. Okay, might be a probable answer, but was is used. Okay, one sec. Here was is used, and I can clearly see that my actual sentence is in present tense. Is used. Okay, so is represents a present tense. The first is not, because it is representing past tense. Okay, second one, the rat is being run after by the cat. Okay, being should be there because I can see ing running. Okay, second can be my probable answer. Let us see the next one. The rat is run. No, wrong. The rat is being run. The cat is being run after by the rat. No, cat is not approaching. Rat is not approaching by the cat. Actually, rat is being approached by the cat. Okay, hence I would say second is our appropriate answer. Our fourth option changes the entire meaning of the sentence. Okay, hence the right answer is option number 2 in this one. Okay, students, we move on to the next one. It says English is spoken all over the world. Okay, now this is a very generalized statement. Okay, where English is the subject. Fair enough. Now when we change this voice, let us see what happens. First option says all over the world English speaks. Okay, now this is absolutely absurd according to grammatical rules. English speaks all over the English does not speaks, it is a language. Okay, so even this changes the entire meaning. The whole world speak English. Okay, now this makes sense. The whole world speak English, and people speak English all over the world. Now they have introduced in the particular question, they have introduced people, but nowhere in my actual sentence I can see people. Okay, So I would mark option number 3 because I am not introducing any subject. The whole world speaks English. That is actually what is indicating my actual sentence. English is spoken all over the world. Okay, and yeah, English is spoken all over the world. Okay, the whole world speak English is the appropriate active voice for this sentence. Now this actually is in passive and this is in active, so we have changed from passive to active, hence the whole world speaks English is absolutely right. Is it clear to everyone? We move on to the next one. The boys elected Mohan captain. Now it is very simple. The boys were elected captain by Mohan. No. Let us see the second one. Mohan is elected captain by the boys. Yes, we can say that. Okay, Mohan was elected captain. No. Mohan and the boys. No. Okay, so it is very simple. It is option number second in this case. They threw away the rubbish. They threw away the rubbish. Now rubbish will be thrown will indicates future, so first is not the answer. Okay, rubbish was being thrown. There is no ing in my actual sentence. Rubbish was thrown away. I would say yes, because threw, THREW, is in past tense. So rubbish was thrown away. Okay, hence I would say third is our appropriate answer. Let him see the picture. Okay, now when we change the voice, let's see what happens. The picture should come in the start. Let the picture be seen by him. No, because this is already in past tense. Sorry, this is already in passive voice. Okay, let is always in passive voice, so we have to change this to active. Picture is seen by him. Picture is seen by him. Okay, these two are actually same options. Okay, it is just a typo. It is just a typo error. I would say the fourth will be a picture would be the actual option. Okay, hence we mark second one as an answer, because the picture, both will start with the picture. Okay, here there would be a change that a की जगह पर a आएगा. Okay, a की जगह पर a आएगा. Hence I would say the option is second one. Okay, the picture is seen by him. We have already done the exercise. Okay, they say we have already done the exercise. Have already. Exercise, already the exercise has been done by us. No, the exercise has already been done by us. Yes, I would say second is the appropriate answer. Okay, because if I read the third one, it says had been. Now had is in past tense, but here I can see it is have, and have indicates present tense, so third one is not the answer. Next one, this exercise. Okay, this is not THU, this is this exercise. Okay, is already done by us. Okay, this is not the appropriate manner in which we change the voice, hence we say it is option number second for this one. Now we move on to the next one. This is a little bigger one. The main skills we seek to develop, including analyzing, interpreting, and evaluating ideas. Now let us see how it goes. The main skills sought by to develop include analyzing, interpreting, and evaluating ideas. Okay, next, the main skills sought to be developed, okay, by us include. Now we have to include, so we can see here that we has been changed to us and to becomes to be. Okay, this is our first active voice, passive voice. Okay, when we saw sentence including to, and when it changed to passive voice, it was to be. Okay, this was done in our very first lecture. Let us see the third one. The main skills that we are seeking, ing will not come. Okay, the main skills that include analyzing, interpreting, and evaluating ideas, which are sort. Okay, it again changes the entire structure of the sentence, hence comfortably we can mark option number second, because to changes to be, and here we has changed to us. Okay, and it is also following the grammar rules as well as the rules defined by active voice and passive voice. Okay, here we can say it is option number second. Next one, who can question Gandhi's integrity? Okay, who changes to by whom? So it is quite clear that it will be an option from first or the second one. By whom Gandhi's integrity can be questioned? No. By whom can Gandhi's integrity be questioned? I would say it is option number second, comfortably. Okay, because in such interrogative sentences we know that verb comes before the object, and here can is placed before Gandhi. Okay, here can is placed after Gandhi in the first one. In the second option we can clearly see that can is placed before Gandhi, and as I mentioned earlier, then whenever there is an interrogative sentence there is always an inversion, and when I say it is an inversion, it means that verb comes before the subject. Okay, please keep this in mind, students. So 14th one, he presented me a bouquet on my birthday. Okay, now presented me a bouquet on my birthday. Fine, a bouquet is presented to me on my birthday by him. Now let us see the next one. I was presented on my birthday a bouquet by him. No, I was presented a bouquet on my birthday by him. Okay, now what I was presented? I was presented a bouquet. He presented me a bouquet, and I was presented a bouquet on my birthday by him. I will be equal changes the tenses. Bouquet is presented to me. Okay, wrong because the sentence is in past tense. Okay, so second or third में ही लड़ाई होने वाली है. Now with respect to these two options, okay, I can clearly see I was presented on my birthday. No, presented should immediately followed what has been presented. Okay, here it is clearly mentioned he presented me a bouquet. So even when I change, I will take care that I was presented a bouquet, and then comes the rest. Okay, hence I would say in 14 it is option number third which is appropriate. Okay, students, move on to the next one. This surface feels smooth. Now let us see. Now this does not belong to any rules that we previously did. Now we have to use our elimination technique. Now when we change the voice, let's see what happens. This surface is felt smooth. Okay, this surface is smooth when it is felt. This surface when felt is smooth. Next one is this surface is smooth as felt. Now I would say I will mark option number second. Why? Because if I don't touch it, how will I know? Okay, so this surface is smooth when it is felt. Okay, this surface when felt is smooth nahi aayega. It won't be that in that manner. It will be in the manner this surface is smooth when it is felt. Okay, just keep this thing in mind, students, that these are some nuances that you need to be aware of. Okay, these are some basic nuances that you need to be aware of. This surface is smooth when it is felt. Okay, in our next question we will see some similar example. He asked me to finish the work in time. I was let us see how it changes. He asked me, so it is in past tense. Okay, I was asked that. No, that he asked me that. Okay, no, I was asked to finish the work in time. I was asked to finish the work in time by him. Now in this case they have eliminated this subject in this case, and then in this case there is a subject by him. So I would prefer the fourth one. Why? Because in this case the subject is he, it is not somebody. As I mentioned earlier, if the subject is unknown, like if the subject is not important, that somebody, someone, anyone, no one, okay, then we can eliminate such kind of subjects. But when there are subjects which are important, okay, like in this case the subject is he, okay, we should not eliminate the subject. Okay, you should keep this thing in mind. When the subject is important, we should not eliminate him, or we should not eliminate the subject rather. And when the subject is not important, we can eliminate the subject. Okay, it is not we, it is the examiner which give us the options. Okay, students, yes, so we move on to the next one. Quinine tastes bitter. Now this is same like the surface example we did in our 15th one. Now, quinine is bitter when it is tasted. Very simple. It is the first appropriate answer. No need to check. As I said, that you have to remember that pattern in mind. The surface smell feels smooth when it is felt. The surface is smooth when it is felt. So, quinine is bitter when it is tasted. Very simple. It 15th and 17th are coterminous. Okay, they are both the same pattern. They both follow the same pattern. Just go through these two patterns that we just saw now. Okay, and if you have any doubts with regards to the questions that we did today, you can comment it on our comment box and we will get back to you. Now, if you have liked this session, students, so please like, share and subscribe the channel, okay, so that we can come up with more and more informative videos which can guide you towards success. And stay home, stay safe, study well, take care, bye bye.